Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. I've made a new stats sheet because we are in a new expansion now, Goblins versus Gnomes, and just like in Nexramas, the beginning few runs I've had have been very solid. I had 10 wins, then 5, and then 7, and then now at least 7. Of course, Nexramas ended up being a whole giant month-long dirt nap of awfulness for a while there until the Goblins versus expansion came out. I wonder if that'll happen again here or if I'll stay fresh. I'm hoping that with the size of this expansion, I'll have a bit of an advantage over the general population because usually the more cards that come out, the more of an advantage you get for being able to analyze things strategically and realize, quicker than your opponents which of the new cards are good and which ones are not. Of course, I might not be doing that successfully, but I think in general, because I've just been playing for so long since closed beta, I've got a pretty good chance compared to the average player to make those judgment calls correctly. Alright, so this is a nice opening hand. I don't have anything on turn 1, but she passes here, I can play the Stalker, and if she plays something, I can kill it. Unless it's something dumb like the freaking spiders. Which, oh my god. Unstable Portal. This is a card that I predict is going to have the ever-loving Bajonkers nerfed out of it. So if you haven't seen it before, add a random minion to your hand, it costs 3 mana less. It's just ridiculous. You can get any minion in the game with it, and this is not the minion that she got because she actually paid mana for it. You can get like the most ridiculous, overpowered crap in the game and like do ridiculous things like, play a Boulderfist Ogre on turn 3. I mean, it's just really dumb. Mages shouldn't have mana acceleration. That's not a mage thing. So it's really pretty stupid. I think that card is terribly designed and grossly overpowered, and I hope it gets nerfed soon. Well, we'll see what Blizzard wants to do, but right now I'm actually up against it. So there's a random minion in her hand. It could be any minion in the game, and it costs 3 mana less. If it was a Wisp, then, then I got off scot-free, but if it was like some, legendary, I could be in for a world of hurt and not even know it yet. Okay, we're going to go ahead and play the most expensive minion I have, which is the Shredder. Start to get some damage on. I am a card up because I did kill her minion without losing mine, and then she spent a removal spell to kill that minion. So I'm a card up right now. Might go up another card with this dude because he does, respawn. Is it just me, or does freaking everybody have these water elementals every time? Okay, so the main question is, do I use the Weaponsmith or do I use the Fiery War Axe? If the Fiery War Axe is used, I can kill the elemental with the Cleric. And I can also play another minion this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. The drawback, of course, is that I'm frozen and can't attack for a turn, so it's going to be longer before I can get this War Axe out of my hand or play this Weaponsmith. Set her in the face. I'll play the Illuminator simply because it costs more mana than the Mech Warper, and there's no particular reason right now to play the Mech Warper because I've already got my mech out on the field. I don't even know if there's any other mechs in this deck, to be honest. So I can't attack for another turn. That Elemental was very good. If she had another one, I'd be very annoyed. If she had anything, I'd be annoyed because I can't attack it right now. My ability to kill things is limited for this particular turn here, so she needs a good 5-drop. She can play anything up to 8 mana with that Unstable Portal. She can get some crazy... She can get, like, Alakir the Windlord. It's just such a dumb card. Mages should not have the best minion card in the game, nor should they have the best mana ramping in the game. So, anyway, that's enough me bitching about that card that I don't like. Let's go ahead and think. We're coming up on Blizzard territory. So I'm going to play the Novice Engineer. I don't care if she dies. She gives me a card. And I have another Shredder. So I could wait on this and play the Mech Warper, try to get this out for cheap later. But honestly, I think I'd rather just play it. So we'll kill the Gnomish Inventor like that, hit her in the face, and pass the turn. So now she can clear my board, but the thing is, these guys respawn, and this thing gave me a card. So she'd really only be killing one creature. Okay, she's not going to clear any by board. She's just going to do this. Hopefully it's not a Doomsayer. It's an Amani Berserker. Very happy about that. Obviously, that is the best 2-drop in the game. She's going to Flame Cannon my Novice Engineer. Wow, that was unfortunate for her. That was, of course, very bad luck. But then again, there wasn't much she could do with that Flame Cannon. Alright, this thing isn't very impressive. I can kill it right now, actually, and I will do so. And now, let's just see here. I'm going to hit her in the face. And think. She's done pretty much nothing all game. She almost certainly has Flame Strike. She would have played an Ooze to kill my weapon if she had an Ooze. So what I'm going to do here is a bit ballsy. We're going to play the Arcanite Reaper and armor up. I'm now trying to burn her out with my weapons. I've got 10 damage here, plus another 6 damage here. It's going to take 4 turns, of course. But, you know, I'm going to go for it. Let's see if she has the ooze. She doesn't have it. I think she realizes that even with Flame Strike, she's well and truly boned. So that'll do, folks, for the first game of this video. We are up to 8-1, and that only took about 5 minutes, so hopefully there'll be plenty of action in this video. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this deck and how far it came. At this point, I don't really care. When I lose, I'm sure it'll be some ridiculous deck that just curb stomps me. I've been playing somewhat well. I don't think I've been making blunders the way that I had in the past. So, yeah. I think if I lose, it'll probably just be a gross error. Never did find out what that unstable portal was. It might have been something very bad, like a Whisper Young Dragonhawk or something. I mean, there's always the risk you get a really crappy minion. And I guess in the designer's mind, that's what makes the card balanced. But the fact that you can get, like, basically any 6 or higher drop and then play it for 3 mana on turn 3 is really, really dumb. Okay, enough of that, I promise. So here, we gotta think carefully. Obviously, you don't really want to play this, keep this Shredder. Or do you? I mean, I've got a turn 1, turn 2. I can even do this on turn 3. I'm just gonna keep this hand, whatever. I've got the ultimate removal card here. A turn 1 play that he cannot interfere with. I mean, a mage could kill this with a flame cannon nowadays. But yeah, got my worst card in the deck. Awesome. So let's see what he wants to do. I mean, I'm hoping he just plays a minion and I kill it, and then he plays another minion and I kill it. Would be nice to top deck a 3-drop for turn 3, but I'll play the Novice Engineer on turn 3. Priests don't have an auto kill against this thing. Oh boy. So this thing might actually live and do some damage. Alright, so is it a mistake to play the Ooze against a warrior on turn 2? It's a tough call. I think what this tells me is he has no other minions in the deck that were playable on that turn. Because clearly, if you had any other 2-mana minion, you'd play that instead of the Ooze. Against a warrior, you want to be able to kill his weapons. Oh, he has nothing on turn 3. That is fortunate. So he's got a slow going here. Alright, Warsong Commander's an excellent 3-drop. I will play it. Now you might say, Boris, why play it? You're making it vulnerable to Shadow Word Pain and stuff. Don't you want to fish that stuff out? Well, the thing is, if he had Shadow Word Pain or something to kill this, he would have used it on the Goblin Stalker. So the fact that this thing didn't die means that this thing has a pretty good chance of living, and anyway, him being forced to kill it is just really good for me. Alright, this is very interesting here. I could play the Shattered Sun Cleric, which will charge and buff one of my creatures. The thing is, buffing these creatures doesn't really change anything, because I don't really want to run both of them into this, then they'd both die to Holy Nova, even with the Cleric's buff. What I really want to do here is just play my best minion. Priests have a hard time killing this thing because it's 4 power. Now, he doesn't charge, but I'm not that concerned about that. I'm going to kill his guy, which, by the way, this was a terrible 4-drop. Doesn't even kill my 2-drop. And now, I mean, he's just in trouble. 4/3s are famously difficult for priests to kill. I have Spectral Knights, which are very hard for anybody to kill, but especially priests. Alright, Bomb Lobber, so that's a very good minion. My opponent probably hits my second best minion there. I guess, you know, he would have been better off killing my Warsong Commander, but really badly off killing this guy. Alright, now you have a lot of options here. A lot of options. The obvious thing, of course, is to play the Abusive Sergeant. That's the obvious move. I can buff this up, pop the Divine Shield, kill that off. However, I kind of want to play the Spectral Knight here. I could pop the Divine Shield. I got a very good minion off of my Paratrooper here. Pop the Divine Shield, throw this Goblin Stalker away, and get the Spectral Knight on the table. I think that just seems really good. I could play Shattered Sun Cleric, beef something up, use the Cleric actually, or no, use like this guy. Shut up, I'm thinking. Use this guy to kill that thing, and then, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's go for the Novice Engineer, draw a card. Alright, then we play the Shattered Sun Cleric. Gonna beef this up. If you're wondering why I'm not using this, it's because I don't want to be greedy. I don't want that thing to lose its Divine Shield before its time. And then the Novice Engineer has a charge as a bonus thanks to Warsong Commander. So I'm really safe against Holy Nova. Only one thing would die. And I've got back-to-back Spectral Knights now. Plus next turn I can play an Abusive Sergeant and a Spectral Knight to trade up and kill anything big if he does play something big. Alright, so yeah, that's totally fine actually. I am not the slightest bit concerned by this move. Don't even need my weapon. We're just going to play Spectral Knight and Abusive Sergeant on the Shattered Sun Cleric. We'll use the Novice Engineer to ping off the Divine Shield. We'll use the Cleric to kill that off. And then we swing for more damage. Damage. Oh my god, this game is beatdown of epic proportions. I mean, this guy has presumably got a pretty good record. I think he just got a bad draw because he passed on turn 3, just healed himself. Yeah, he had a bad draw, and I got a good draw, a very good draw. I had Fiery War Axe, Stalker. I mean, I had something every turn. I top decked this just in time for turn 3. Yeah, I had an amazing draw. He had a terrible draw. I don't even think I'm necessarily better than this guy. I think he just had a terrible, terrible draw. Okay, what's he got? Power Shield. Is he gonna give that thing taunt? He is. Okay. Let's think about this. Upgrade, that's tempting. Doesn't quite get the job done. I could play Charge just to beef up this thing's health, or attack to 4, run in. Actually, I don't need to use Charge if I use Death Spite, right? Yeah, why don't we just do this? So let's play Death Spite, Abusive Sergeant, plus the weapon to kill that, and now I gotta think. I've got 4, 8, 10. Oh, I actually have the win here. Always look for the win, kids. Charge being used as 3 mana, deal 2 damage to the face, and you must have a minion out. Did I really mess this up? Okay, I messed this up. I thought that was lethal. Well, anyway. That, I guess, move kind of has its own merits, because with Divine Shield, it's difficult to kill this thing. And a 4 power makes it harder to kill. So yeah, we'll pretend that I meant to do that. Oops. Why did I think I was going to kill him with that? I have no idea. I'm threatening the kill, of course, with this Death Spite. Kills off the thing that's giving everything charge, heals himself up, and Sun Fury Protector? No, a Spider Tank. Okay, well played then. I'll use my Paratrooped Shielded Minibot. This is the new Paladin minion that I think is very, very good. 2 mana, 2/2 with Divine Shield. That's just freaking solid. Anyway, that was another great game. We're up to 9 wins. I don't think I've had a run this good with Warrior in a long, long time. Hoo-ha. Off camera, I went ahead and disenchanted all the golden cards that I could. I don't have nearly enough dust, though, to complete my complete set of Goblins versus Gnomes. Perhaps if I'd been playing at the pace I used to play at, I would have collected enough dust to be able to pull it off, but I think I'm okay with being patient to complete the set. Really, as long as I complete the set before the next expansion comes out, I'll be pretty happy. If I actually have a pace that's slower than that, I probably would be a little bit annoyed. Alright, mod up here. This is one of my least favorite matchups in all of Hearthstone, Warrior versus Paladin. Really can't stand this matchup. And I think the only thing that's worse than it is being Warlock versus Hunter, but I think this is actually, no, this is my least favorite. I just despise it. I always end up getting into these long, drawn-out slugfests where the Paladin's hero ability is so much better than yours that it just freaking hurts. I do have a curve here, 1, 2, 3. If he coins into a recruit to try to trade off my Abusive Sergeant, I'll totally do it. I'll do anything to keep the board clear, even if it means sacrificing a card. And then with the Shadowstone Cleric, I might be able to use the Fairy Dragon to kill something. We'll see. Is he going to coin out for the recruit? He is going to play a Spider. Oh, that's annoying. So this will kill my Sergeant, but also pop out some spiders. Well, Zombie Chow would have been a much better turn 1 drop. I am going to play the Fairy Dragon here, however, because might as well spend the extra mana. The Zombie Chow doesn't really give me any advantage to play right there. It's just a 2/3 for 1, and then I don't use the other one. Okay, so he pops the spiders, plays the Puddle Stomper, so my Cleric's not going to help protect the Fairy Dragon versus the Puddle Stomper, which is unfortunate. This thing, well, I'm going to do it. Kill off the Stomper of Puddles. There's a bajillion and 1 ways he could kill this now. At least he's used his coin, so no True Silver Champion or Hammer of Wrath for 1 more turn. But this is not going well. This is definitely pretty much the opposite of the last game. Does he have an Abusive Sergeant? Please tell me he does not have an Abusive Sergeant. He has a secret. Okay, well, that is something. I can theoretically clear his board off. Theoretically. We'll see. Let's see if it's a Repentance with this. Alright, it's not a Repentance. I think if it's a Noble Sacrifice, I want to check it with this first. And if this is an Avenge, I'll still be able to kill whatever gets buffed, so that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and kill off the Recruit. Alright, extra long secret animation. So the Zombie Chow gets bipped. I can't clear the board, but I will clear as much as I can. With the Consecration, he could clear my board now, though he'd have to lose this Spider to do it. Then he'd have 4 cards to my 3, so he'd actually be ahead. And that's annoying. Does he have it? He has True Super Champion. Alright, well that's almost as good for him. But it lets me keep a minion, one of my minions, for a turn longer. And yeah, of course I lose this Warsong Commander, which is quite unfortunate. So do I play the Dark Iron Dwarf? I mean, this thing gets buffed, but then you can just kill the Dwarf. Would I rather lose the Raid Leader? I'll just play the Dwarf. Upgrade's actually not a bad card. I'm not going to play it yet. But it's not bad if the opponent starts to play a lot of reinforcements. It's a good way to pick off 3 of them. This game's going terribly though. I'm just falling behind on cards. That Spider in response to Abusive Sergeant was really, really devastating. If he had made a Recruit and I just, lost the Sergeant to the Recruit, that would have been one thing. But the fact that he got Spiders off, those extra 2/1/1s made a big difference. That was one of the best Spiders I've ever seen. Well, anyway, like I said, if I was going to lose this arena, it was probably going to be a stomping, and here is the stomping. He just needs to play his cards now. Alright, he does the obvious move after spending 5 hours thinking about it, so there we go. I'm down to 21 health, but really it's 26 because of Zombie Chow. Master for Battle. Whoa, that's pretty good rare there. Oh, I did not take Whirlwind. I did not take Whirlwind. I took Execute. You know what, we're just done here. I don't need to play this out anymore. Okay, so anyway, that was a pretty good run. Now let's go ahead and start the next one after looking at my prize. So far, both prizes I've had were Goblins versus Gnomes packs. Again, I don't know what the probability is of getting which type of pack. Another Goblins versus Gnomes, Golden Keeper, aka 100 Dust, and that. Okay, so I don't mind getting Dust again. Dust is fine. Helps me craft the things I need. I don't think I've opened any epics or legendaries in the new set yet. I did get 2 rares here, which isn't bad, because again I need to pick up those rares at some point. Ooh, give a friendly mech +2/+2. That doesn't look that great actually. Kind of like a sort of bad, what's his face? Unleash the Hounds guy, the Hound Master? Yeah, Hound Master. That's what that's like. Not that great. Okay, well anyway. I don't mind, I'm collecting everything. Let's go ahead and disenchant my extra cards. There's only 1. Why did I even bother doing that? Don't need to look at the new cards. Let's go ahead and pop this baby open. So one thing that it took me a little bit longer to realize is I needed to make a new stats sheet. So we're not looking at the old running stats anymore. We're looking at the new stats. And in the new world, I haven't played as Hunter or Paladin yet. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab Paladin. Paladin ended up being my best class in Nexramas. It was actually the only class with whom I managed to pull in a higher than 7 win average. Everything else was 6 or far, far, far below. So let's see if that trend continues. Paladins certainly seem to have some cool goodies, like that one ready for battle thing. Alright, I'm starting off with Knife Juggler. That's obviously a great pick for Paladins. And then, I don't like this thing very much. We'll take True Silver Champion. Okay. You know what, let's just grab this. I hate these Tidehunters. This is garbage. And then this is a big dude. Blessed Champion. Well, thankfully that's a playable card, so we'll take it. Hammer of Wrath, I think, has got to be taken over the Stormwind Champion. Already got a 7-drop. Ideally, my other things would be 5s and 6s. Bomb Lobber is fantastic. Now, the Illuminator, for once, I could actually get it and it would work, but I really don't like the Paladin Secrets. Even Avenge, nope, don't really like it that much. So I'll just take this excellent removal card. Alright, here's a tough choice. Stormwind Knight's obviously fantastic, but Silence is good to have. I'm going to take the Silence. I think it's just important to get one of those in your deck. Take another True Silver Champion, though I'm sad to pass on that Farseer. The Bluegill Warrior, or sorry, the Frostwolf Warlord is popular for Paladins because you can always, on turn 7 and up, you can make a recruit and get at least a 5/5. I'm going to take Bluegill Warrior though. As I've said before, this is an amazing card for Paladins especially because it can kill things early on and nothing else a Paladin has can, other than, I guess, Noble Sacrifice. So I think it's very important. Seal of Light, a new card. Restore 4 health to your hero and gain +2 attack this turn. So it is a removal card early on, and it's a healing card later that might let you kill something. I mean, it's removal. I'm going to take Gilbin Stalker, though. I'm supposed to call it Goblin Stalker, but anyway. I just think this is such an amazing minion. It's nice to be able to play something on turn 1 or turn 2 and just know it's going to live. Now, the Grizzly is great, but I'm going to take Hammer of Wrath. I think now that I've got 2 of each of these, okay, now I might start passing on some, removal cards to take good minions, but that wasn't the time. Okay, Blessing of Kings or the Shielded Minibot. I did say this was a really good creature. Blessing of Kings, of course, can win you some games. I'm just going to take Shielded Minibot, and no, yes, I don't really like Avenge. So we'll take the Shielded Minibot. That thing is just so ridiculous. I like it a lot. This thing's garbage, and I don't want a 6. Well, do I have any mechs? Shielded Minibot, that's a mech, right? Yeah, that's a mech. Okay. So this is just trash. I'm going to take the Archmage. It's the least of all evils there. Oh my god, so many Avenges. Well, we'll take the Geomancer. I like this a lot. If I can pick up a Consecration, that'd be nice. And if I am only using it to buff Hammers of Wrath, that's fine. Now, this is a guy I like. I've really wanted to play with him a lot, but unfortunately, I gotta take Cult Master here. It's just too good. Alright, now, this is the best 2-drop in the game, but I've got a lot of 2s. And, well, endgame I have a 5, 6, and 7. I'm okay. Spiteful Smith, yes, I have weapons, but realistically, this is just a worse Spectral Knight. So I will actually just go ahead and take the Berserker. I think it's worth it to get that really good card there. Alright, here with trash on the horizon, we'll take Blessing of Kings. Wow, alright. Quality rare pick between the Kodo and the Sunwalker. Kodo can be removal, but I'm doing okay on removal with the 2 True Slivers, the Hammer, the Bomb Lobber, and the Bluegill Warrior. We've got a Knife Juggler and Ironbeak Owl and the Shielded Minibot. The Pyromancer can all act as sort of kind of removal. I'm going to take Sunwalker for the defense. I don't have that much of it. Scarlet Purifier, deal 2 damage to all minions with Death Rattle. So the thing about this is okay. First of all, it's not likely to do anything, so it's basically just a 4-3 for 3. This thing isn't good for Paladins, and this thing I've tried to make it work, and it doesn't work. So I'm taking it, but I just want to be on the record that I'm not that jazzed about it. It really doesn't seem that good. Alright, Divine Favor still sucks. We'll take a Sunfree Protector. I know I have a lot of 2s, but this can be good late in the game. I don't want 2 Sunwalkers. I've already got 5, 6, 6, 7. It's a little bit high. Charge and Taunt. Well, this stuff, I mean, Humility you could say is good, but I'll take this, although I'm not that happy about it. Force Tank Max. 7-7 with Divine Shield for 8 mana. That's hilarious and all, but 5, 6, 6, 7 is a pretty high curve. I want this Wolf Rider for some more removal and burn potential. Okay, Blessing of Kings, I've already got, so we'll take the Stormwind Knight, who I passed on last time. Undertaker, okay, what do we got here? Alright, well, no Death Rattle minions, we're going to take Blessing of Might. Ah, Dread Corset, we're going to do it. I mean, I don't want to, Third Hammer of Wrath is good. It is good to have a 3rd hammer, and this thing, of course, sucks if you don't get it with True Silver Champion, but recall, True Silver Champion makes this thing free. I'm going to go for it. I think it just gives me a chance for explosiveness I don't otherwise have. Here we'll take an Equality over the Drake. I don't want another 4-drop. Do I have any Pirates? I'm not going to look, but I don't think I do. And this thing's not great, so I guess we'll take a 3rd True Sliver to increase our odds of getting this combo off, and, you know, for more burn potential. How many Holy Lights does a man need? I don't want an 8-mana minion right now. That's just a lot, and it doesn't have Taunt. If this had Taunt, oh, okay, that'd be another story entirely. But Divine Shield's the wrong thing. I'm spending 8 mana. It doesn't affect the board. The opponent can just ignore it and kill me. So we're going to take Blessing of Wisdom. It's a card cycler. I'm not that jazzed about it, but it seemed like the best thing there. Okay, Knife Juggler is great and all, but I'm going to take another Bomb Lobber. This is what I want. I don't want another... I got 5, 6, 6, 7, so if I'm adding to my endgame, I want it on the lower end rather than on the higher end, and this thing is, I think, fantastic, so I'll take a second one gladly. Okay, we actually did see some opponents play Bomb Lobbers where it was less than excellent. Not only was it random, but, you know, if the opponent has a bunch of minions out, 3/3 that kills one of them doesn't save you for 5 mana. That's part of the reason why Stormpike Commando is not that great. But what makes Bomb Lobber good, I think, is that it can just kill bigger minions than what the Stormpike can muster. And in general, a 3/3 is better than a 4/2. And it cannot hit the opponent. Which is bad, because I have used the Stormpike Commando to hit the face sometimes. It's bad in that way, but overall I think it's good. Because it means that the thing you're hitting with the bomb is guaranteed to be a minion. Okay, so that ended up being weird. I'm not sure how good this deck is at all. I really have no idea. We're up against Emled, the Shaman. And we start with this Mighty Bluegill Warrior, which I'm very happy about. I am going to mulligan all these 4s. I've got enough 2s in this deck. I've really got to try to get my game going early on. And okay, well, we have a game here. We got True Silver Champion on turn 3 with the coin, and then Red Corsair alongside it, which is a pretty strong turn 3 play. For this, I'd probably resist the urge to coin into the Bluegill Warrior unless I really, really need to. Opponent's thinking long and hard about his mulligan here. He is here. You can see he's wiggling the cards. He's not AFK. Mind Control Tech, I think, was in a really bad pack. I don't remember what else was there, but it was bad. Not that jazzed about it. But against a Shaman, it might actually fire. However, I might just end up playing it just to get a 3/3 for 3. Beggars cannot be choosers. Boy, this guy's slow. This guy is slow. Oh my god. When you don't have the coin, there just can't be that much to think about. I mean, maybe he's never made the decision before of like, oh, should I play an abusive sergeant knowing he'll just die to this recruit? The answer is yes, you should. But maybe he doesn't know that. Maybe it's his first time thinking it through. Oh, he says greetings. Okay. Well, anyway, I could coin into a recruit and then play Bluegill Warrior, try to establish that board presence, but we're going to be content to take it easy here. If he plays a 2/3, that would suck. If he plays a 3/2, that's great. Or a totem, of course, as long as it's not the 1/1 totem. So good things or bad things can happen. This is kind of a hold your breath moment. But if he plays something and I can kill it with the Bluegill Warrior, then on turn 3 I can kill just about anything with True Silver Champion and then Red Corsair for free. Alright, I get lucky. I do not get the 1 in 4 chance of him summoning a 1/1 totem. If he had summoned the 1/1 totem, I would have played the Knife Juggler to avoid losing the Bluegill Warrior. I'm sorry, you are too chatty. Too chatty, my friend. Chatty McHatty over here. Alright, so this is nice. We're going to coin into the True Silver. This is good for him and for me. For him it's good because one tick of my weapon is used to kill something that draws a card. But it's good for me because he doesn't get more value out of that Acolyte. The Acolyte is often scary when you're a Paladin because it can mow down your recruits. And I get a free 3/3. So this draft choice over the Hammer of Wrath in this first game is proving quite stellar. Alright, he's playing a little faster now. He kills the ooze, or the weapon with his ooze, and I'm sure it's just along the lines of sorry that happened and well played. Gets the 1/1, which is annoying, because it means I have to take damage to kill it. But what are you going to do? I think the right move here is to play the Knife Juggler, kill the ooze, and then take a 50-50 chance at killing off this 1/1 without having to damage my guy. And I do get it. Okay, that's nice. So we'll hit him in the face. Main threat now is Lightning Storm, which would kill the Recruit, the Juggler, and then maybe kill the Corsair. Main thing I'd like to see is him play like a 5/4 or something so I can kill it with Bomb Lobber. Alright, please don't play Overload. 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 Oh, he didn't play Overload. He got another 1/1 though. Well, I got lucky once and then never again, I guess. So what I'm going to do here is get a little bit greedy. I am going to kill this 1/1 with the Juggler instead of my Recruit. This has several drawbacks. It means that, you know, he plays Mind Control Tech, you know, he gets to steal something. But I just figured, or if he has like a Frost Shock, he can kill the Knife Juggler off with it, or an Elven Archer, but I figured that was worth the risk. Please don't play a coin or anything else. Does he have a coin or anything? No, he's just playing an Archmage. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we obviously have to kill this dude now. How to do? I could do 3/3/1, 2 for 1 against it. If the Knife Fling hits this thing, I could just kill it with a 3 and a 3. Keep the Recruit around. I think we're going to do it. I mean, I don't mind going 2 for 1 because I'm so far ahead here. Knife Juggler misses. Here I'm going to make a Recruit instead of playing another minion just in case he does have a Lightning Storm. And the Knife Juggler misses again. That's unfortunate. Can I win actually? Hang on. 3, 6, 12, 13. No, can't win. Don't have any burn. Not going to risk it. We're going to use the Wolf Rider. The Knife Juggler. The Recruit. Keep my sturdiest creatures around. I think that's more valuable than keeping the Knife Juggler around. And now, I mean, I'm almost threatening to kill him. This is 7 damage. He's got to do something about that. And he's got a Fen Creeper, which is a pretty good... That's a perfect answer, because that'll kill off both of these guys. And stops all the damage. Ouch. Well, I can only go 1 for 1 for so long. I think Equality is the move here. Yeah. So we're gonna equality. Kill that. Kill that totem. Hit him in the face. Play this. And make a recruit. Remember, every recruit you make is kind of like going up a card because it adds an extra card to your screen without you having to spend a card from your hand. And I think this recruit, the difference between that and a 3/3 is not that big of a deal. So there it is. The Frost Shock kills off one of my equalized things. He has a Hex, which is very underwhelming for my Berserker. Okay, he's got 5 cards. He's doing okay here. He might pull this out. A little bit of luck. True Silver Champion, though, really puts a crink in his plans. We'll hit him. Hit him. True Silver. Hit him. Now I'm threatening lethal with my weapon and my minions. And I got a Frog to stopping the Panda. He had a Lightning Storm. We would have played it ages ago. So that was a pretty good start. This deck seems really solid. Seems to have the right amount of end game and early game. In that game, I did draw my 3-drops. Well, one of them. I drew the Mind Control tech that I never played. And then on turn 3, when I have a hole in my curve, I actually coined. So yeah, maybe that wasn't a representative game, especially because the True Silver plus Dread Corsair combo is so good. But initially, the deck seems pretty solid. Won't be able to finish this run unless, of course, I lose the next 3 games in a row in this video, but I'm excited to play more. Alright, so here it is. Scrappy the Paladin. Testing my metal here. If it's a True Silver Champion, I would actually keep the Corsair, but as it isn't, I'm not going to. Alright, we have a choice of 2s here. And I think this is different depending on what he plays on turn 1, if anything, and what class you're up against. Okay, so I think normally I'd probably play the Gilbin Stalker, but I'm actually going to go for Knife Juggler here. The reason for that is simply that if he makes a recruit, I want to be able to have a shot at killing it for free. The disadvantage is that if he plays a real minion, I trade the Knife Juggler for that minion. But that's fine, because then I play the Berserker, which is also a great response to recruits. In fact, the Berserker would have been a reasonable choice here, because sometimes people will pass on turn 2 as the Paladin if you play a Berserker out, because they don't want you to be able to enrage it. Maybe that would have been smarter. I don't know. But I like getting that Juggler out there. The Blue Warrior is not very good here. We will now play the Berserker, take our 50-50 chance. Nail it. Hit him in the face. This is a good start. So, in general, this deck, with its lack of 1-mana minions, is going to prefer to go second. Because that lets me play things on turn 1. So far, that's happened both games. Alright, well, you got a pretty good card there. That's just a really solid card. I don't know, you get 4 powers worth of stuff for 3 mana? That seems like it's actually undercosted. Well, we'll see. So, yeah. We now need to play a minion. I think I'm going to go for the Stalker. Hopefully it hits one of his recruits. If it doesn't, that would be pretty bad luck. I did. We'll get enraged. And kill that off. So the reason I'm killing that off is, first of all, don't let Paladins keep creatures. And second of all, if I had left a recruit on the table, it plus this weapon would have actually killed my Berserker. Now he's got to work for it. Consecration would kill off the Berserker and the Juggler, but it would leave the Stalker alive, and that would be a bit of a waste anyway, because the Knife Juggler was dead regardless to the weapon, so I feel like this is actually to my advantage. Alright, what I'm going to do here is a little bit unorthodox. I'm going to play True Silver Champion, and I'm going to hit him in the face. The reason is that this Blue Warrior, I mean, I could have played that, I guess, but I'm actually going to I'm thinking of burning him out here. This is 8 damage, 16 damage. So that's 12 damage left. He's up to 9 health. Probably going to take another damage from the Stalker. Oh no, he's going to play Mad Bomber. Hit him in the face, hit him in the face. Oh my god, they all hit him in the face. Well, that was unfortunate. So he takes 3 damage from the Bomber, takes 2 damage from the Stalker. So he's taking a lot. Ari! Ah, freaking man, these oozes are ridiculous today. Okay. Well, what I want to do is play these Knight and the Warrior, because that would actually let me kill off both of these. But that is not in the cards for me. If this hits, that's 8. He's down to 8. This is down to 5. I'm actually going to go for his face. He's got card advantage against me here. Burn is how I'm going to win if I do win. So, He'd have to throw both minions at this to kill it without any buffs. If he has a Dark Iron Dwarf, that'd be good for him. He'd let just one minion trade for this. But he does have to kill everything now. He's got Sunwalker. Alright, I do have an Owl in this deck. I need it. I need it now. Alright, he must have some reason why he did that. Oh, he just threw me away a minion for no reason. Okay. I guess he was thinking if I run this in so it doesn't die. But anyway, this just goes to show why I don't like to damage minions if I don't kill them. Because, yeah, you did that, but now I play Blessing of Kings. I'll kill your guy and live anyway. Okay, Blessing of Kings was pretty good there. Haven't been able to deal any damage to his face. That's unfortunate. And, of course, now these guys can trade, or he can do even better and maybe kill it, which, of course, he can. Hammer of Wrath going up a card. Alright, so let's think here. We have, this hits, he's down to 6 damage, down to 3 damage. I've got another Hammer of Wrath in the deck. But burning him out is a little bit risky. Of course, trying to go play it fair is risky because he does have the card advantage against me right now. Oh, this is just tough. Alright, Archmage is bad here because the Cobra kills it. What I'm going to do is hedge my bets. I'm going to hammer that Cobra, go up a card, maybe I'll get something playable here. Dread Corsair. Okay, no reason to do that yet. I'll get that for free once I play this True Silver Champion. This is getting pretty tense. I've still managed to deal no damage to him. Got my big drops here. Creeper. Okay, this is good to see because that doesn't do very much. That, he should have played first. You should always draw cards first. So Load is a very good minion under these circumstances. He will take a damage to kill my recruit. Alright, I think we gotta start playing fair here. Unfortunately. I don't know. It's tempting to just go for the face. He's down to 5 if I can hit him twice. Blessing of Might. Well, that's actually not going to help me. I'm never going to get a minion to stick against this board. I never did get any Consecration or Avenging Wrath, so mass removal is not possible. My best hope is like a Mind Control deck if I actually want to clear this board. Alright. So this is happening, that's happening, this is happening. The question is, am I going for the face? I've already used a Hammer of Wrath on something that's not him. I do have another hammer in here. He's down to 5. I'd have to get 2 more damage somehow. I've already used Blue Goat Warrior. All I'd have is like the third True Silver Champion and then a Wolf Rider, both of which are vulnerable to taunt. But there's also an Owl in here. He's got so many cards. He's likely to be able to kill anything I play anyway. Let's say I kill the Mad Bomber. He runs the Gnomish Inventor plus, say, the Spiders into this thing. Kills off my recruit. You know, I think my best chance of winning this is to go for the face. If he had taunt, he would have played it under the circumstances. So I'm hoping he doesn't have it. He's relying on top decking it. I've got Blessing of Might, which could be burned for the face if I can get my Wolf Rider. I believe that's the only other charged creature I have because Blue Goat Warrior and the Stormwind Knight already got played. Got Dark Iron Dwarf to kill my Pirate. God, I really wish I had Consecration in this deck. Mind Control deck wouldn't be bad now. He actually has the taunts. Gives it to the Spiders, which is an interesting choice. I guess it's to minimize the impact of my weapon. I don't have a good answer to this. I need Consecration. Didn't get it in my draw. I was counting on him not to have taunt. He had taunt. I think I'm just screwed now against this board. I can't deal with it in any sort of reasonable way. Okay, wait a minute. That lets me kill off a lot of his stuff. Holy crap, I totally forgot about it. Okay, we're going to have to use Blessing of Might just as fuel for the Pyromancer. To clear away those Spiders. I'm going to play the Sunwalker just to be annoying. And I'm going to hit him in the face. I feel like that's my best chance of winning. Just to go for the burn. Even if I killed this Dark Iron Dwarf, he could still get past the Sunwalker. Alright, 5 damage is difficult. I've got 1 Hammer of Wrath and 1 True Silver in there. A Wolf Rider, but I've already used Blessing of Might. He's got the advantage, I think. But it's going to be close. Pyromancer, what a top deck. I totally forgot about that card. That's like the only thing I had that could have possibly saved me in that situation. Okay. Is he really just going to run everything at my minions? That's pretty good if he does. Looks like that might be what he's doing. So then it's a top deck war and he's got the first play. Unless he can kill this with a minion or a spell, then he's definitely in the lead. But if he trades here, top deck war, he's got the first play. He has to kill everything I play. I don't know. It's a tough call. Alright, I guess I should have True Silver this, because then that guy would have apparently lived, and then I could have won. Well, we'll see. Raging Morgan's not impressive, though it does stop me from playing recruits. And the Farseer is obviously very good because the healing at this point is critical. And a secret. Okay, if that's Repentance, I'm actually totally screwed. But as long as it's not that, I'm okay. Bomb Lobber. Well, it sucks that it has a 1 in 3 chance of getting that recruit. But I gotta do this to fish out... Wait a minute, hold on. What am I talking about? That's dumb. That's very, 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 very dumb. I just need to play this Archmage. That's the hardest thing for him to kill. Thankfully, it's not Repentance. Do I let him have this? No, I don't think so, because that would let this turn into a 4-3, and then, yeah. So we're not going to play the Recruit. Let's see if he's got a way of killing this thing off, better than just running these 2 minions and the Recruit at it. Scarlet Crusader is further making Bomb Lobber worse, and he has another secret. Okay, well... Is he seriously going for my face? Oh, gosh. What has he got, like some kind of redemption crap going on here? He's probably got a Noble Sacrifice, or else he wouldn't just let me hit him in the face like that. Okay, well... Let's think about this. I need to kill off this thing if I can. If it's Noble Sacrifice, it's Noble Sacrifice. It is Noble Sacrifice, okay. So that will die. Does it get respawned? Or is it Avenge? Okay, thankfully it's not Avenge, and that would have been very annoying. So he gets a 2-1 for his trouble. We'll do this to kill that. We'll do this to kill off something else. Recruit, whatever, I'll take it. And then we'll make a recruit. Alright, I could use the Justice guy here to get 6 health back and get a 5-6. But if this is a good top deck, I'm totally screwed. I could use Mind Control Tech to steal something. That would be good. This 4-5 is a bit difficult for him to kill. He's got to work for it. His top deck just matters the world right here. His top deck determines everything. Okay, seems like it wasn't removal. He's just clearing out my board. What is this? Blessing of Wisdom or something? A panda. Alright, well that's a pretty big minion. He's got 5, 8, 9 damage. I'm dead in 2 turns. True Silver Champion is good. That would threaten the kill, barring healing or taunt. I get Blessing of Wisdom. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, well. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So the problem now is that I just drew like the worst possible card in the universe. He gives me an extra card by attacking my face, but then I'm close to dead, and True Silver Champion does not kill him quickly enough. So I lost, because he got a 5-4, and I got Blessing of Wisdom. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Jesus. Well, I'm definitely fucked now. He actually didn't attack with that. Can't blame him. But he probably should have. Alright, he's got the lethal damage here, even with that 6 healing. All in all, a very annoying game. I feel like that should have been mine, but he just got better top decks in the top deck war. Too damn bad. Gotta say, it was nice that I got the Pyromancer that let me actually stay in the game, but... Yeah, that sucked. It sucked a load of dogs, it did. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do one more game in this video. We'll go a little late, as we so often do. Because a little late's better than a little early, am I right? So let's go ahead and do one more. And wrap this up. Alright, sorry for that pause there. We're up against a Hunter. Generally not a bad matchup, because the Paladin's hero ability impacts the board, and the Hunter's doesn't. The Hunter can, of course, try to burn you down, but with my Justice guy and good fast curve, and True Silver Champions can provide some healing as well. Got some measure of protection against a burnout victory. Let's see if he can do anything impressive. Mind Control Tech shows up in my opening hand the 2 games that I don't need it, and then, of course, doesn't show up in the game where it would have possibly helped me out a lot. Thanks, you ass. Alright, the opponent has a slow start, which is great. I will play the Money Berserker, best 2-drop in the game. There is a risk to this. If he plays a 2-3 himself, it's annoying because I can't kill it. Or if he coins into a 3-3, it's annoying as well. There's risks. Explosive Sheep. Alright, well, this is one of my favorite cards from the expansion. It will kill the Amani Berserker upon activation. And there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm not even going to bother trying. I'll just accept that this is a trade of a 2-2 for a 2-2. It feels emotionally bad, but it's just a trade of a 2-2 for a 2-2. And then that sheep could have had more value later, whereas that Berserker was about as good as it's ever going to get. So I feel like that's really to my favor. Alright, Animal Companion, hopefully not the pig. It's the pig. Fuck. If anything, if it was anything other than the pig, I could have killed it with True Silver Champion. Oh, he hits the face. That's definitely not the right call. Definitely not the right call in the slightest. So I will go ahead and kill this pig. I guess he's thinking like, oh, I'm dealing damage to him, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm still above 24, or above 20 with board control. So I feel like what he did there definitely advantages me. And he kept me with a 3-3 out here that he shouldn't have kept me with. Maybe he has some grand master plan for getting rid of the 3-3 really efficiently. Like maybe he has like a Mad Lobber or something, but I still think he should have just taken his good luck and killed my Mad Bomber with, or my 3-3 while he had the chance. Alright, here's a 5-drop. How good is it? It's a little Exorcist. Okay, I haven't seen this before. Gain +1/+1 for each enemy death rattle minion. Oh, so it's just a 3-mana dude. Okay, so it's just not that great. Okay, got it. So here I think we have some pretty good choices. I could use the Wolf Rider to kill this, but I'm actually going to use Hammer of... Wait a minute. Okay. Hammer of Wrath can kill this and get me up a card. But then I don't get to play anything else. Wolf Rider kills this as well. But it lets me play something else in addition. And I think that's worth it at this point. So we'll kill off his Wolf. Hit him in the face. And think, is it valuable to play a Recruit? Or should I just play an actual minion? The actual minions are vulnerable to multi-shot. I think I'm going to get a Recruit, go up a card here. I don't need the extra power right now. I'd rather go for the cards at this point. Alright, we have a Yeti on the table here, which is a very good minion. Had I played one of these guys, I could have actually killed the Yeti. Instead, I'll just top deck Bomb Lobber and do that. Bonk. So the Recruit works really well. I got lucky there, I gotta be honest. I was very, very lucky that I top decked this. I didn't really have a great answer for the Yeti. I could have either ignored it to play my good minion or Hammer of Wrath and did something else to kill it. Priest of Balloon, not a very good card. Ever. Here it's almost acceptable because I cannot kill it with just a hammer and I have to throw away a real minion for it. I could play the Archmage and just ignore it and hit him for 6, try to burn him out, but I don't really want to let him hit me for 5. He is a hunter after all, I should respect that. Wild Pyromancer plus Hammer of Wrath would kill the Priestess. It would also damage my minions and leave me vulnerable to Explosive Trap or Explosive Shot. Well, there's no perfect option here. I could, of course, throw both of them at it. I could ignore it and give something taunt. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Alright, let's try that. I'll make a Recruit. Give the Recruit in this thing taunt. And I'll ignore his Priestess and I'll start getting damage on. Do I want to play this Pyromancer? Sure, I'll play the Pyromancer. Let's see if that bites me because he plays a trap or something. So, a bit of a tense situation. There are definitely things he has that could be really good for him here. But if he can't clear my board efficiently right now, he's in trouble. So he just hits that, which is a good sign. Deadly Shot is a very good sign. That was not the best card under the circumstances. For a certainty. He's got a card here that he's thinking about. I mean, okay, that doesn't do anything. So he's just getting a 4/4 body on the table. Alright. Lots of different options here. I could, of course, kill the 5/1 with my 1/1. Then how to kill the Dark Iron Dwarf. I could do this plus a Blessing of Might. But then I'm not playing Archmage. If I play Archmage, I can do Blessing of Might to let the Recruit kill that, throw one of these to kill the Priestess, and then I have an Archmage out here. He just tossed a Deadly Shot, which means either he has another one, or he was just plumb desperate and he's got nothing. If he had another Deadly Shot, wouldn't he have played it last turn instead of this Dwarf? I think so. So I'm actually going to take this opportunity to get the really good minion out into the table. We'll throw away one of these to kill that. And, I mean, it doesn't really matter how I did it. And use the Blessing of Might to kill that, hit him in the face. Okay, so all in all, he's got 4 cards to my 4. I'm not that really far ahead on cards, but Hammer of Wrath now deals 4 damage, and it draws me a card. Plus, this could be extra card advantage as well. Matter Bomber. All right, this is a decent card. It's been pointed out to me that this is a perfectly fine card because with 6 damage, you're more likely to get a decent result. However, when your opponent has a 4/7 out, it's still not that great. All right. Oh, look at this. It's a 4/3/4. Yeah. All right. Anyway, Hammer of Wrath deals 4 damage, which is nice. So we'll just kill that and go up a card. Cult Master could be good. I will, however, take this opportunity to get an extra recruit on the table. I'm not going to play around Mind Control Tech or Unleash the Hounds. Any conceits. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you soon for some more Hearthstone action. Have a good one.